Because yeah, an extra, what is it, 25% on top of all of that? Not really that necessary. That's worth it for me. Oh, do we... We need wood. Damn it! Why must I always doom myself with my own choices? Because yeah, what we really need is the, What we really need is the one more tree. I guess I could actually bust this up. We have enough coal. Yeah, let's just bust it up and get some of that wood back. Perfect. Okay, shovel. Because the shovel will let me bypass going to Boner Island, which is good. Let's see. I'm gonna move that down a little bit so I can get past. Okay, small wallet. We still need the gold ingots. Gold ingots. Okay, so that shouldn't take too long. I don't honestly... Yeah, I can get around that. Okay, so we now have the shovel, so we can plant crops and some other things, and we get an arrow. Not really what I was going for, but whatever. Still eat the orange. Maybe the beet? I don't know. We're gonna need vaults very soon. Actually, no, I could probably make a backpack. Make that backpack real quick. So I can hit up that flower. If that's spawn point. Hey, thank you, Nicolaj, for the 6-month resub. You've been here for 6 months. That you have. Thank you so much for your 6 months of support. Welcome to me screwing around with increasingly mundane challenges in Forager. Because this game's really chill, and people voted on it. And, I mean, I don't know, I like playing this game. I will always like playing Forager. YEESH. Let's see, so there's the backpack. That solves some of my inventory problems. At least until we start getting gems, at which point my inventory problems become problems. Also, I needed some of that thread. Balls. Well, farming fiber might not be a bad idea. Especially once we get the water shovel. Which shouldn't even take that long. I should probably check what I even need to make the, next level of shovel. Water shovel just requires 12 iron ingots. Awesome. Because yeah, once we get the water shovel, we can actually just start farming things left and right at a really, really high speed. Well, there's the gems. Okay, small wallet. What's the other thing that required gems? Basic amulets. I need emeralds next. So that shouldn't be too bad. Let's see. Probably go back to making torches at this point. I think we've got a fair bit of resources. Farming. Torch. Torches. Yeah, that's a lot of EXP. Okay. Could do commerce, could do agriculture. Honestly, I'm going to start working towards getting mining rods. I know they're a bit on the generic side of things, but they make my life so much easier. Because then I can just sit around more or less focusing on my fish traps, expanding my islands, and, and burning torches left and right. Coins are worth 50% more. What do I need for this one? I do not have that. Well, either way. So we should probably start beelining for as much steel as it can possibly grab. Steel requires so many things! I'll be lucky if I can even make one mining rod. But still, one mining rod really is gonna help. Let's see, I also gotta keep an eye out for digging spots, because they are the only way I'm gonna be getting gems for at least a little while. Gems and bones. And several other things. Okay, so what else can I get? Nope. Could get that. Need more fiber. Okay. And yeah, it's gonna take me a while before I can make a windmill, because that is really expensive. I forgot about the initial cost of a lot of these structures, because I usually just ignore them and I don't need them. But for this, I do. Okay, I think I see a digging spot over there. Yep, digger. Okay, we get 1 bone. It's gonna take a while before I get the requisite number. I require mucho boners. Right. I have nothing to do. Torches. It's worth a decent chunk of EXP at the very least. Let's see. Being very efficient with my energy here, because any food I can save is food that I can sell, which can give me new islands. Speaking of new islands, why have I not actually bought any of them? Should really get on that. Okay, so we want to do buy land. Let's... Huh. One's more expensive. Probably get, like, trees and some other stuff. Or, not trees. Dude, I'm not actually sure what I should get. I wasn't paying attention to what I was saying. Again. Becoming an issue. Dude, what happened to the 1 island challenge? I beat it! It was shockingly fast. Okay, so getting up there, yeah, we'll just have like a row of bridges. I don't want to waste too much of my wood. Hopefully I have enough keys. Or, hopefully I have enough resources for a key. What do we even need for a key? Gold ingots. And actually more iron than gold, interestingly enough. Well, gold, beautiful. Okay, we have enough. What are the perks that are particularly amazing? I think there's one that increases money gain, but it could be wrong. It's been a while. Okay, so we've got the murder. We've got bulls. Which does mean that gets us meat. As an alternate food source. I think I'm gonna get commerce first. Before I go for vaults, just because we're so strapped for inventory space, and we have so little iron. I think they're trimming our bushes out there. You might hear a brrrr in the background as I'm talking. I apologize. This only happens on Thursdays, and they'll be gone soon. Normally, I would probably not. I just wouldn't be streaming at this hour, but oops, I think I just exploded a chicken. Alright, chicken. It would have been maybe convenient as a resource creation. Okay. Owie. Go feast upon your bones! Actually, upon this fish first. Okay, let's get this key and hope... Oh, did we not actually... Oh, no, we never picked it up. Okay. Quick. Gain a bunch of EXP. Level me up. There we go. Okay. Skills. Commerce. That'll help. Okay. So this means I can sell meat. I'm gonna sell meat, beets, and arrows. A couple other things that I'd like to sell too, but this means I'll have some amount of like a base income just by existing. It'd be kind of nice. It is so weird seeing other islands here, by the way. Like, I'm not used to it. I'm not sure if I like it. Okay. Let's do that. Wonder how far you could get in this game without leveling up ever. That's a question. That would be painful. Do we want to do that as our next challenge? It wouldn't be better to sell cooked foods. It would be. Yeah, I just wanted to make some immediate inventory space. And then I totally forgot about why I wanted to make that immediate inventory space. But yes, it is better to make the cooked foods. We were just having a bit of a coal deficit. Anyway, so I wanted to make a key. And then we want to cook all of our fish. The main problem is it just cost me all my coal. And I could get a bunch of wood, but like, right now I'm using all that coal for EXP farming. Okay, let's grab this key. Let's open this one up. Not that this is really that helpful. Yeah, you would need steel, which is a skill. Also, we get the lantern, which is absolutely the worst of all of the things that we could have gotten there. Yeah, most buildings are locked behind levels. Yeah. I'm curious. It's like, I realize I wouldn't be able to get that far, but I still want to try it. Even if it's a bad idea. The main problem is just we'd be sitting around doing nothing for a while, constantly. See, based on what I've seen, it seems like the first island chest always gives the lantern. Interesting. Because yeah, I don't like the lantern much because it gets in my way. Personally, I kind of wish the lantern would actually just hang off my backpack outward style. That would be kind of frickin' rad. Okay, we're starting to get more bones. Probably eat another one of these. What I should probably start doing is actually making, maybe sushi. Because I don't really care too much about green pigment. We might want to go for the, might as well gather the egg. A lot of these I'm probably going to just end up selling. But, 1, 2... 2, 3. Grab those. Yeah, we need those mining rods. Next level, absolutely. Because, yeah, there's a lot of resources that I just can't manage here. And without them, we're just going to be in an odd, awkward, unfun spot. Well, I mean, constantly having to grab these myself. Now, I could do, and I think I will do, at some point, just a full-on no automation challenge, and I'd probably only go up the far right side of the red tree. Because it'd be kind of fun to have to gather all of these on my own. But that would really just lead to more lighthouse scum, maybe. Let's see. Eat another cooked fish. Well, he did end up smacking me around, but that's okay. Because yeah, now I can heal myself, so it doesn't matter so much. Let's see. So we can't actually make cooked meat, can we? And I realize the anchor is useful for collections, but it's also a hell of a lot of gold right off the bat. Okay, so we want to do torches. Okay, so that'll get us automation. Which is kind of expensive right now, but still worth it. And then after that, we're going, vaults. Okay, so we can just go straight for storage. Hey, thank you SLG95 for the 8-month resub. How was life? Oh, God, that's gonna take forever. And I'm out of coal, actually. I mean, luckily we've got enough trees around here that it should be an issue. How many bones do I need? I think I need more bones than I currently have. To get the bone pickaxe. No, actually, it doesn't require much. What that requires is iron. Pain. Okay, so what do I sell in the meantime? Let's sell that. Let's see, I'm gonna eat the cooked fish. Sell the arrow. I just realized I can make a whole bunch of fish traps. Okay, so now that I'm done clearing that out, what else do we have? We've got the wheat, but that's something we want to sell. I should probably live off of citrus or sell citrus. Sand is good. We want to hold on to those. Yeah, we need... Next level of backpack? Leather and thread, actually. So I can make the next level of backpack for a little bit. On final exam crunch time. So naturally you're stalling by watching your videos instead of studying. I'd say I used to do that, but I never had to study. I was an art major, so I never actually had to do anything other than final projects. So whenever I was most stressed, I'd probably be just sitting there, just burning through whatever my various projects are. And then, oh right, this is why I don't have any coal. I just leave these torches around instead of actually picking them back up after I've made them. Let's see. But yeah, so I'd just be watching loads of LPs. Game Grumps got me through a lot of my projects throughout the years. But yeah, because I was just working on art, I could kind of keep my focus split. And mostly I was just listening. And so that worked for me. I wouldn't recommend it for all of you guys, though. Hey, we actually got a gem from that. So yeah, you do get gems from mining before getting that one pickaxe. It's just whatever it is. I think they don't start spawning until like level 3, island 3 or something like that. Okay, I'm just gonna eat the citrus because that can't be turned into a whole lot of money from what I remember. Maybe fruit salad, but that's about it. Honestly, I'm just gonna kill this piggy because we don't actually have to. We don't have to keep them alive anymore. Because they actually naturally spawn now. That is a weird feeling. Like, I get so used to these challenges that I actually totally forget. Okay, what do I need for the medium backpack? We need leather. Let's make 4 for the time being. That's a lot of fish. We need, like, 1 drone, or just an upgrade that makes the fish traps automatically collect. Either of those would be really nice. As a someday thing. Okay. What do I need for the bone pickaxe? More bricks, more iron ingots. So let's work on that. Iron ingots are probably going to take longer. And we also need the mining rod. I'm going to go for the pickaxe before the mining rod, just because the pickaxe is going to pay better dividends and we can keep working on upgrades. Okay, basic backpack. Clonking through these. I feel like I've done something wrong. And I probably have. Like, I know everybody tells me don't go mining rods immediately, but the amount of resources you gain through mining rods is just so good. Okay, so let's keep eating citrus. Eventually we'll want to move the fish traps out so we can actually get other resources. But currently, I'm just content leaving them here. Okay, bigger backpack that solves some problems. But can I make gloves? Basic gloves. Requires iron ingots and thread. Iron ingots, yeesh. Emerald and topaz. So we're actually getting pretty close on some of those. How much iron can I make? 8. Well, we're getting there. And I'm probably going to have to convert some of my wood over into iron here, but that's okay. Oh, let's see. What do I need to get that 800? Ha! I guess I'll just grab this one for the time being. The more islands we can get, the better. Mostly. Maybe I want to get that mining rod. No, the better pickaxe pays better. Just so far away. The single island challenge, I didn't have to worry about this. I didn't have to, like, walk down to an island I haven't been to in a while and suddenly be like, oh shit, there's just stuff everywhere. Why? I might actually look into going swords fairly quick. Because I'm going to end up with a fair bit of... Because I'm speccing into money, I'm not going to be hoarding all of it. You got to spend money to get money. And so I think what I'm gonna do is kind of try and go sword so we can just like hack our way through. I mean, effectively go bushwhacking. That'll probably be a later thing, though. I'm not going very fast. I'm really hoping we get, like, one of those emeralds, because remember it was like a ruby and an emerald for something, and then topaz and emerald for something else. Oh, right. We need the emerald for the... Excuse me. Nope. We want the emerald for... Let's see, do I have any more arrows? Nope, that's the only one. We want the emerald for the resource amulet. As soon as I get that, that'd be great. Oh, hey, I actually have a shrine now. Sweet. Wonder, what are some games that you'd like to replay, but you can't because of time? It's actually not games that I want to replay necessarily, though there are a couple that I'd like to replay. Specifically games that I want to play, but I don't have enough time. It would be like Kenshi, not Dragon Age, Dragon's Dogma. Technically, I'd started Dragon's Dogma, but I'd start that one over. And I'd really like to go back and start finishing some games. I'm hoping June is going to be a good month for that. Obviously, it's kind of a bad month for my channel, because no one really ever seems to want to release games around E3. Small wonder why. Though that might actually change, because if I remember right, several of the big studios have pulled out of E3 at this point. So, it might not be the case anymore. I don't know. But I really want to go back and finish God Eater. I really, really want to finish a number of those JRPGs that I started. We were playing, let's see, Octopath Traveler, Dragon Quest XI, that was a good one. Let's see, Shell and I were working on Lost Sphere. I think Lost Sphere is going to be the first one we finish. In fairly short order. Maybe even start finishing that soon. Okami? I don't know. My problem is just like, every day I wake up and get like 4 new emails from a bunch of different people. And it's a bunch of games that I'm really interested in. And then that just... like, I don't have time for all of them. I cannot speak right now. I don't have time for all of them, so I'm like trying to figure out how to fit into my schedule, figure out if I've got like... if I could actually do a series on them, or like a one-off, or do I even want to do the one-off and a bunch of other things and stuff? I don't know. I have studios pulled out of E3 because they realize so E3 used to be the only way that press would hear about a lot of games. You know, it was the only way the traditional media could really gain access to a studio. I'm just gonna eat the beets because we don't have many of them. I think they're used for sugar, but I can farm them later. Let's see. But now that the internet is getting super huge, and you even have like a bunch of YouTubers that like don't even go to E3 because it's not worth their time. A lot of these studios that, you know, don't need to worry about it anymore, and, you know, they don't have to worry about their audiences not finding out about their game. So, like, here's an easy example. If you didn't see Last of Us at E3, would you still know Last of Us is coming out? Probably, yeah. And so, Sony will not be at E3 this year. Microsoft will be. I think Bethesda will be. I think EA will be. Let's see, E3 used to be for the gamers, not the media. No, it was never for the gamers, you just thought it. It used to be for the media, now it's for the investors. That's the actual difference. Because the thing is, like, you'd think gamers and media would be, like, separate, but no, they actually tend to have very, very similar, like, interests and, you know, crossover pretty well. It's the investors, you know, that's how you end up with stuff like the Diablo Immortal. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, that might be... I don't actually remember if, Blizzard's gonna be there this year. I don't even remember if Blizzard generally goes to E3. When was Diablo Immortal? That was BlizzCon. But yeah, so a lot of studios are realizing we don't actually have to announce our games at E3 anymore. And many will, but a lot are just like, you know what? No, we're gonna announce Borderlands 3 at PAX, which will never happen again because shit broke, and it made Randy what's-his-face quite mad, but like, I don't know. I think we have enough resources. At this point, I'm on the I'm just kind of looping. No, we still don't. God damn. We need a lot of iron ingots for that. Let's see. If we were having a better amount of iron, I'd go for the mining rod first, but our mining rods are dismal. I imagine they're scrambling to port Diablo Immortal to PC. I don't know, because Diablo Immortal isn't even like a first-party thing. They straight up hired like a Chinese company to work on it. Randy Pitchford, there we go. I don't like the guy, so I don't remember his name that well. I mean, it's undeniable that that Borderlands is good, but like everything else the guy does seems to be both cursed and vaguely evil. Let's see, do we get cooking? We could get cooking. I'm gonna go storage. We're gonna head for swords and stuff. Did I say swords? I probably did. We'll get brilliance and then swords, and then maybe I'll look into other things. We'll see. But yeah, Randy Pitchford has not been having the best of time lately, and you know what? I think he deserves it. I don't think anybody that gets, like, really angry on the internet constantly at, like, everybody really deserves to be in a position of power at a company, because that usually ends up negatively impacting the company. There's a couple of people that, like, what is it, Kamiya? I think it's Kamiya from Platinum Games. He can kind of do weird things. But Platinum Games overall seems kind of okay? I don't know. Okay, so let's just keep eating regular meat. I should probably keep killing the pig cows. But no, I much prefer developers like Hopfrog, who is just like legitimately one of the nicer, well, one of the nicer looking devs I've ever seen. I mean, admittedly, I haven't really seen him talk about anything other than Hopfrog. I've only ever seen him really talk about Forager. But, like, I love indie devs because they're always, not always, but many of them are quite humble and very friendly. They're just like, I really am proud of my game and I'm really happy that everybody seems to like it. And, like, that is such a outpouring of positivity, and it always bugs me when I see, like, AAA devs get, like, really uppity about, like, I mean, it's almost like weirdly entitlement, where they're like, you know, you don't have to like our game. You know, I don't care about your opinions, even though I've stuffed so many microtransactions into this horrid thing that it's not even recognizable anymore. And it's like, yeah. I don't like microtransactions that much. Let's see. Gotta keep going for that iron. We need as much as I can. And we have so little of it, too. It is painful. I will admit, this is kind of the point of Forager that I really like. Like, the early on point where you're not just swimming in, like, buttloads of miscellaneous resources and can build whatever you want for the most part. And you're just waiting for things to process. I kind of prefer waiting for the resources to come in instead. It's kind of like a weird backward situation, but eh. Okay, so that'll get us the next level of pickaxe, which I don't think is actually particularly useful for gathering yet. That's okay. But yeah, I kind of have the same problem with a lot of YouTubers as well. And streamers. Like, it always seems like there are people that start, like, kind of small and humble and very, like, proud of what they've accomplished. And I think after a certain amount of time in the limelight, they kind of turn into horrid people. And it always, like, saddens me a little bit. And so it's always kind of nice when you do get to run into, you know, a larger YouTuber, or at least somebody that I perceive as a larger YouTuber, and I'm like, oh, this is actually just like a really humble, friendly guy. The Completionist. Got to talk to him for like a smidge. He seemed really nice and friendly. Someday I'll actually have the confidence to flag him down in an event and be like, yo, I wish to talk to you about nothing in particular because you seem like a cool guy. And he'd probably be like, I'm busy. And I'll be like, okay, good talk, bye. And then I'd never even bother again. Yeah, the Pro Jared thing. I don't know if I want to talk about that too much. Hey, there's the emerald. Yes. Okay, basic amulet. We need more iron. We don't have enough iron. Wait, iron just popped up? Yes. Basic amulet. You will save me. Nope. Yes. I know what I'm doing. But yeah, we've had several large YouTubers crumble in the past year or so, and it's been kind of sad. Like, let's go with the easy, obvious example of, like, the whole, like, Jake Paul, Logan Paul situation of, like, they were never good people to begin with, but they got put on such a high pedestal regardless. And it's just so depressing to see, like, a bunch of kids worshiping these guys regardless, and it's just like, I know I'm no moral paragon or anything like that, but, like, I'm just watching, like, what these guys post about what they do, and it's just like, oh, this is how society turns into sociopaths. Because you worship the jerks. I think in a lot of cases also, with a lot of, like, larger YouTubers, whatever, they suffer from, instant fame syndrome, kind of. And that's not always the case. Like, a lot of YouTubers do actually really have to crawl their way up, and, you know, they're not terrible. We need an amethyst, and more iron. But I see this not infrequently with people that, like, shotgun themselves to fame through, like, one series or another, and then get, like, really full of it, or, like, really out of touch. And I honestly feel kind of bad for them, too, because they're usually the ones that, like, crumble on YouTube pretty quick. You know, they might end up with, like, 10 million views for, like, 2 months, and then they like, fall off the map because, yeah, they can't keep going, and then they're just bitter and angry forever, and it's like, ooh. Sad to watch. Oh, shoot. I should probably start cooking some food. Otherwise, I'm gonna kill myself here. Oh, I'm not paying attention at all. Okay, so what do I need? Fire pickaxe is actually not too far away, but still a bit of a pain in the ass. Slimy amulet is probably the next thing I want to go for, just for the bonus resources, but we need an amethyst for that. What we also need is some steel. What I don't have is nearly enough resources to make that happen. What do I have? Beets. I guess I should probably make some food. Let's kill some cows. Big cows. I'll harvest this golden egg off of you. Wow, that's fortuitous. And then I'm going to immediately sell it. I realize there's a quest related to it, but I'm penny pinching hard. We'll get another one later. Let's see. We actually want to head this direction. Because I need hot peppers if I want to get the fiery pickaxe, and they'll pop up at some point this way.